I play intro. Then we end the stream.
Yeah, we're done.
Okay.
Have a good day, guys.
Welcome back to Game Time Decision here on Earl Sports Bets and the Max Wagers Network. We're also on Bookie Blasters because F it, why not? I'm kidding. Well, we are, but we'll see. Lenny is not going to be joining with us because he has a dental appointment scheduled right when he's supposed to have game time. So. Whoever scheduled that, good job. We do not get Lenny for today. So no Lenny. He'll be back tomorrow. I believe there will be no Nick tomorrow, though. Correct?
Yeah, I'll be driving.
No Nick tomorrow. We get Lenny back though, at least. So, but we'll go ahead. We'll talk some baseball today. We'll talk some college football because that starts up tomorrow. I'm excited for that. And we'll see where we go from there. We'll have to we'll mention because you guys got to know we're sponsored by Caesars Sportsbook. Wager up to $1,250 for your first bet. If you don't win, you'll get 100% of your stake back as a free bet. So a risk-free bet up to $1,250. Also, win or loss, you'll get 1,000 reward credits and 1,000 tier credits. Used for any like hotels and stuff like that. Just check out the app. Download the Caesars app. Use the code GTDFull. That's the code you're going to want to use when you sign up. And you guys can get your rewards from that. Also, make sure you guys check out the allsportsbets.com website. Use the promo code. Links that's in the description. 7-day pass, $49. We put up our college football plays last night. Jump on those before the lines move like crazy, because you know that they do. So our squad bet yesterday, I'm pretty sure I'm just done with the squad bets. I don't want to do them anymore. Because we had the White Sox yesterday, and that one did not work out. But it happens. AM Massacres in the chat. First to like, follow, suit people. Hey guys, AM, welcome to the stream. Where should we start, Nick? We've had two baseball games today. The Washington Nationals defeated the Atlanta Braves, which was great, and then the Mets just lost 6-0, which is not good. But on the throughout the rest of the slate, we got Chicago and Miami, Boston, Cincinnati. Which I was looking at that Boston Cincinnati game. I kind of like the under.
I only got to two other plays today. I'm not a fan of today's slate.
I'm not betting it, but I was kind of looking at it. You got Houston and Tampa Bay. I'm on Houston. We got Toronto and Philadelphia, Baltimore, Detroit, Pittsburgh, New York, and Angels and Rangers. Just a whole big slate today. So I got a couple of plays. Not going too crazy with it because there is college football coming up this weekend, which is where you want to focus on when it comes to it. What's up, Twins? You smashed the like button. Welcome to the stream, Justin. Liking the Reds money line. Why not? Plus money. I can't really go after it, though. I lean under, if anything. I was going to take the Nationals and Brewers, too. All right. Hey, make sure you take the Reds while you're at it, Mr. Ice X. Just so you could go ahead and do that. But should we go ahead and just what do you want to jump into, Nick?
We got a couple college football games tomorrow.
There you go, because you're not going to be here. So I guess I'll start you off with the marquee matchup. Rematch from the NCAA bracket as Chattanooga will be taking on Illinois. Can we ride that revenge factor for Chattanooga after they lost in basketball to Illinois? Come on, you should have had the button up by now, Nick.
What?
I'm just playing. But no, I thought that was funny for a minute. Anyways, you get how about West Virginia and Virginia Tech? That line's dropped because that opened up around a 53 down to 50.5. 1.5 is the spread. I did this one for Power Hour. I gave out the under when it was a 52. I don't know if I could touch it now. I will say I still would probably lean that way, but I don't know if I can go after the under anymore at that number. 50.5. I do kind of lean towards West Virginia just because Virginia Tech's not really good this year.
Yeah, I'm not interested in the total. I don't want to bet a Virginia Tech game over. I don't want to bet a West Virginia game under. So that was a pretty simple pass for me on this total. I would lean towards laying the points or taking just the straight up money line. I believe it's like minus 120 something with West Virginia. I do think the Mountaineers win this game. I had this game power ranked at I think 4. So this wasn't enough to make my card or anything like that. But West Virginia at minus 123 could be interesting. Could be something I eventually get to, but this was not a game I was really that interested in.
That's fair. Okay. I was just messing with you. I know because you're trying to bet against my team, but whatever. It would have cashed today. The only other game tomorrow is Coastal Carolina and Georgia State. That one has dropped from a 63.5 to a 62.5. It's also the Coastal Carolina has gone from 1.5 to 2.5 point favorites. I know I'm going to go after the Coastal, but I feel like this could end up being kind of a trap spot because you get an undefeated team that's only 2.5 point favorites. But when you look at it, Georgia State this year have had to play real teams. I mean, they lost to Charlotte, which is not a good look. They lost to UNC and South Carolina, so those are legitimate, actual bigger teams. Coastal this year, I don't think they really had to play much so far. Army, is that Weber State and Buffalo? Yeah, not Gardner Webb. Sorry, Gardner Webb and Buffalo, and they barely beat Gardner Webb. I don't know. This just seems like we're going to go after Coastal, but I have a feeling this could be very well a trap spot.
Yeah, I'm on Coastal. I've already bet them there. I got Coastal at minus 130 on the money line. I had this game power ranked at 6. I think that they're just the better overall team. I'm not impressed with Georgia State. They just lost straight up as 20-point underdogs to Charlotte last week.
20-point favorites.
Huh?
20-point favorite.
Yes, they were a 20.
You said 20-point underdog.
Oh, my bad. Who do you call it? It was a 20-point underdog. But yeah, that's not very convincing to me. Yeah. And I just see line value here with the Chanticleers. So I end up siding with the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers as my only play for tomorrow. That's in fair. The college football.
Yeah, I'm kind of trying to find my gross play of the week because last week I grabbed Hawaii minus the 8 points and they cashed against Duquesne. But I'm just trying to go through and see if I can't find a gross play. So Nick, go through the card a little bit, and I'm gonna find a gross play of the week.
Go through the card. That was all the the Thursday games.
How about the Friday games, Nick? Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean I will be on Friday, but we can go over a couple of them. Only one's got my attention really, though. Because I would lean towards Syracuse and I would lean towards Nevada if I had to bet those 2 games, but I'm really not interested in that one. The one I'm interested in is that Boise State UTEP game, actually. This is a game that I like Boise State. I think they cover in this game. I think they run the ball down UTEP's throat and win this game by 21 plus. My line for this game, I believe, was a 24.5 or something along those lines. UTEP has been a team I've been fading for a good chunk of time now. I've faded them back-to-back weeks with New Mexico State and New Mexico, so that can really tell you what I think about this team. I don't think they're very good at all, and I'm going to look to fade them again here. Give me Boise State laying the 16.
There you go. Any baseball stuff for today that you like?
I'm on 2 plays. not really thrilled with this card. I'm on the Padres first 5 against the Cardinals, and I'm on the Dodger run line. So, not anything crazy for me for tonight's baseball slate.
That's fair. I'm trying to. We're kind of getting into conference play now, so it's kind of tough to find a kind of like a gross play because there's not really much of the big spreads anymore.
Yeah.
I think the gross play will just have to be Hawaii again this week. Like plus the points.
Yeah.
I don't know. That could be.
Yeah.
Okay. We were talking about this one a little bit on Morning Wood, and I think I want to add it. I want to add 2 plays to the site, Nick. I want to add Oregon State plus the points and the money line. I know it might not work with your power rankings, but this line just seems really, really weird.
I don't want anything to do with that game. I'll watch, but I don't want anything to do with that game.
That's fair. That's fair. There's a couple of games I kind of looked at. I really like Tennessee this weekend. Minus the 10.5 against Florida. I feel like Tennessee should be a top 10 team right now. I feel like Florida should not even be in the tops. I don't think they should be ranked. They got ranked because they had a win over Utah. And I don't really know what you can really do with that one. Florida is barely ranked. They've beaten Utah. They lost to Kentucky, and they didn't even cover versus South Florida. This is not a good Florida team. When on the opposite side, you have Tennessee, who, I mean, they haven't really played much. They won and covered a 37-point spread against Ball State. They won and covered an overtime game versus Pitt. And then they won and covered against Akron, which, okay, whatever. But I feel like Tennessee is just the better team. I think they dominate this weekend. I think they win by like 3 scores. So that's another one that I really like.
I did not get to that one. I think the line's about right at that 11-12 range. My number for that was 11.5.
I think we can get 10.5.
Yeah, I just didn't see enough value to go after it, and that total feels a little weird. I don't know. That's definitely a game that I want to watch, not bet.
Yeah, you can get a 10.5 on some books now. Might end up looking into really going after that one. We'll see how that one goes. Michigan and Maryland go after each other. That's a 17-point spread. I kind of like the over, but I liked it when it was a 62, not a 65.5. Not really sure if I'm gonna go after at this point. Georgia's a monster favorite. They should be a monster favorite against Kent State. I feel like the over could be the play in that Kent State game. The only problem is I don't know if Kent State scores. So I don't know.
Yeah.
And I really like Kansas. I like undefeated Kansas versus undefeated Duke in football.
Yeah.
Because I just don't think Duke has played Kansas is quite the better team. Duke's undefeated. They should be undefeated. They played Temple. They played Northwestern, who just lost to an FCS school, and NCA&T. So they should be a dog. Kansas should be a favorite, and they're going to be a favorite. So, and then I think they should win by a good chunk of points. What's up, squad? You smashed the like button? Damn right. Cincinnati, Boston, Cincinnati, over 10 is a trap. Yeah, I feel so. That's kind of my thoughts on it. I was looking at the under after a while. Probably not going to get to it, but I was kind of looking at the under in that game. It just seemed like a really weird line. Right, Nick?
Yeah, I wasn't too interested in that game.
I don't
like a lot of baseball.
Two teams that didn't care, so I kind of didn't care. And because you got up to a 10, I see some 10s and a halves. You got Anderson, who's actually been pitching better as of late. Because I know, let me go back and pull up the stats. Chase Anderson, last couple of starts against St. Louis, 1 run on 1 hit in 5 innings, 2 runs, 1 hit in 4 innings against Milwaukee, no runs, no hits in 2 2/3 against Colorado.
he's been pitching better as of late. His ERA is inflated because of the first 2 starts. I think he could have a possible decent start. And Seabold, I would kind of ride the angle of he hasn't pitched since July 8th. He got sent down to the minors, and coming back up, I think that could be a benefit to him. Kind of like how we saw with Dean Kramer earlier in the year, where he was really rough, went back down to the minors, got a little bit more seasoning, came up and was phenomenal. Now, do I think Seabold's going to be phenomenal? No. But I do think that he could possibly have a decent couple of starts. I think that 10.5 is just too high in this game. So I would look towards the under in that one. So it's kind of an interesting spot there. What else am I looking at? I don't know. I'm going to be back on the Cardinals again. No, it's probably not the best of options, but that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. We'll see. Toronto, Philly, over 8.5 might lean under. No, I like the over. I like the over, and I like Toronto. I'm not. You're getting Wheeler, and then you get Syndergaard, because Wheeler's just going to go an abbreviated start. He'll go about 2, maybe 3 innings, and then you get Wheeler, and then you get a taxed bullpen. Same deal with the Toronto Blue Jays. You're going to get a taxed bullpen, and then after Gosman. So even if this game is 2-1 going into the 6th, this game can still go over. I like the over again. Mets gave a donation today. Yeah, that was kind of rough. I was kind of hoping them to show up after the Braves lost, but that did not work out. So yeah, I lost a chunk of change on the Mets today. So that was rough. It's not going to be a terribly long show today because there's no Lenny, but and that's kind of, well, it would be, I don't know. I'm just trying to talk. Anything, Nick?
I mean, we have Thursday night football tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow will be a lot better of a show when we have a lot more football. Baseball is kind of dwindling down to the end. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games that really matter tonight out of the 8 that are left, just because a lot of them are just dead teams. Because the matchup between Cincinnati and Boston, both dead. Miami and Cubs, both dead. Baltimore and Detroit, pretty much both dead. Pittsburgh is dead. Angels and Texas, dead. Minnesota and Kansas City, dead. San Fran and Colorado, dead. Arizona and Dodgers, dead. I know the Dodgers are the best team in baseball right now. But do they really care? I don't know. It's kind of a weird spot. Not a lot of good coming this way from most of this. So a lot of just weird games. Cubs or Miami? Neither. I really have zero interest in that game. Robbie Ray over 7 strikeouts. I'm not going to chalk you off of it, but I'm not going to go and try to put my money on it. That just doesn't seem like a spot that I want to go after. Although strikeout props are kind of fun, I'm not going to go after that.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
No real squad bet for tonight. Not really enough to really do much with a squad bet, I don't think. Right, Nick? Not really much of a squad bet type feel because
I only have 2 more plays tonight, and that's it. So
I'm against one of them. Seattle, the A's. It's got to be Seattle run line or nothing. I'm not touching it. The A's are kind of giving the Seattle Mariners fits at this point. So not really too interested in going after that one. That's just me, though.
Yeah.
But make sure you guys check out Caesar Sportsbook. $1,200, $1,250 free bet. Use the link in the description below or download the app, GTD full in the app. Check out the allsportsbets.com website. 7-day pass, $49. Understood. Kind of a shorter show today. I don't really know anything else. I kind of think we got across what we needed to.
Yep.
Anything else that you want to bring up?
No, play slate today for me.
Yep. Take it easy, guys. College football this weekend. We'll
Yeah, like Higgs says, you don't have to bet it. Yes, NHL is coming up too. So is the NBA. So keep an eye out for that when that pops up. But yeah, there's not really much else to go over today. We're gonna just wrap it up. Kind of a shorter show today. Check out all the stuff. We'll be back tomorrow. Another episode of Game Time Decision. Until then, let's make some money. Let's try to do something. See you guys.